All right, it's Friday, November 18th, and I'm at Kaohsiung Station, and I'm getting ready to go to Taiwan, and I just want to point something out. Look at the floor; you can eat off of it. No graffiti, no homeless, no crime, no nonsense. I mean, look at this thing. It's just beautiful. I've been coming here for 15, 20 years, and I got a couple minutes before my train, and I just wanted to, I wish I could juxtapose this versus the nonsense that you see in the United States. And I'm an American, and I'm proud to be an American. But I'll tell you what, you don't see any turnstile jumpers. You don't see any graffiti and gum and garbage and crap on the floor. You don't see garbage all over the place. You don't see knuckleheads sleeping at the train station. You don't see crime. You don't even hear about crime here. It's the most dignified place I've ever been in my life. And I got to tell you, there's something to be said for that. There's a lot to be said for it. And there's something to be said and a lot to be said for the other side of the coin too. You know what, maybe when I retire, one of the things I'll do is just get on YouTube and just kind of point out the good and the bad, but more importantly, the good of stuff that does exist in places in the world where you don't have to deal with nonsense. This nonsense about equal rights that people have. Well, you know what? Your rights, my rights stop where yours start. And this is my rant. And I usually don't get into political diatribes. But you know what? This nonsense about, protecting this one and protecting that one and doing this and doing that, and this one's feelings and that one's feelings. At some point in time, when does just the common good of the overall village, supersede these nonsensical, fictitious huts that are, imagined and brought up just for political purpose? And so this is my one political rant. When you die, and we're all going to die, 100 years from now, when an archaeologist digs you up, I'm sorry, you're either going to be defined as a male or a female. You're not going to be defined as, some characteristic that's been brought on by the liberal far left and the nonsensical knucklehead medias. You're going to be dug up, you're going to be a man or you're going to be a woman. That's just the way it works. You're going to be, dug up and going to be some, noticed as some specialized group or this or that. And so from my perspective, and then again, this is a rant, and it's a self-admitted rant. We need to get our collective heads out of our rears and really start thinking, because there's places in the world that do operate under a sense of probity. And this happens to be one of them. I'm not saying that Taiwan doesn't have their, little factions as well. They do. But you don't see it getting taken to an extreme whereby, it's perfectly fine to have loitering. It's perfectly fine to have garbage all over the floor. It's perfectly fine to have homeless everywhere and just, acting in a derelict fashion. It's perfectly fine to have people, protesting all over the place and operating, in an environment and in a way that is deleterious to the public good. I'm all for free speech, and I'm all for protesting and this and that, and I'm all for, if people want to go and act like an idiot, they have every right to. But try and do it in your own space. Nobody gives a damn if you want to parade around in yellow, green, and orange and red and whatever, and wave flags and protect this one and protect that one, and what about this and what about that. Fine, go ahead and do it, but understand, when you die and you're dug up 100 years from now, you're either going to be a male or a female. You're not going to be, a this or a that or a this or some designation or characterization that you folks on the left have dreamt up because you just think that that's the way and that's the way it should be and that's the right way. I'm sorry, it's not. It's not, and it never will be, and that's just the way it is, and I don't really give a damn what you think, all right? When you dig dead and you get dug up 100 years from now, you're either going to be a male or female. That's just the way it works. And if you don't like it, you better get used to it. And as far as I'm concerned, all this nonsense that goes on in the United States and all the crime and all the garbage and all the nonsensical crap that's going on in the media, it's brought on by the far left, by the way. From my perspective, it's garbage. It's garbage. There's places in the world that you can live that people do live civilly. I mean, look at this. You can eat off the floor here. I mean, you can eat off the floor. It's so clean. And I'm here, at rush hour. It's what? Going on noon. When's my train? It's 11:55. So I still got 5 more minutes to rant. This is fantastic. This is the one video that I'm gonna really go off on. You know, they got a Starbucks here. I already had my Starbucks. Maybe that's why. I'm on a caffeine high. There's the Starbucks over here. But yeah, I mean, look how clean this is. This is just fantastic. You don't see anybody snatching bags. You don't see anybody getting stabbed. I go downstairs onto the train platform. I don't have to worry about getting pushed onto the train platform, onto the tracks. I don't have to worry about none of this. No stabbings. I haven't heard one shot being fired. Look here. There's the police walking with money. Now, you don't see nobody hassling them. They're doing their thing. These guys are probably 8th degree black belts anyway. You touch these guys, they'll break both Tom and the twins. They'll take you out. My point is, look, man, this is a very civil, there is a way for society to function in a civil way. And this is an example. I mean, women with their little kids, you don't have to worry about, you know, the kids getting harassed. People are wearing, what do you notice here? There's nobody protest, you know, for the common good. There's no law that says they got to wear masks. Everybody and their brother here is wearing masks. You don't see, and look at the police. They're walking around, just making sure everything's okay. All right. I mean, it's patrolled. They're not like our police, you know. I mean, our police are poor people. Policemen in the United States, they got to worry about getting shot. What kind of a society takes out people that are just trying to serve the public, like the police? I mean, how would you? I mean, how do you sort that out? That's just unbelievable. The police here, they don't have to worry about that. I don't even think these guys carry guns. I mean, really, it's so orderly. I'm not saying they don't have problems. They got speeding tickets here too. But on its merit, this is a very, very, very peaceful existence here. And I love it. It's orderly, it's peaceful, it's predictable, it's clean, it's conscientious, it's mindful, you know? And so I really am attracted to this. And I just don't understand why in our country we can't at least come close to something like this. We're getting farther and farther apart, and it doesn't make any sense. Everybody's got to have their own, everybody's a victim. Everybody's got to win. Everybody's got to have a ribbon around their tree. Everybody's got to have all kinds of this and all kinds of that, and it's pour this and pour that. These folks don't have any social networking system here. They got to work. They got to work for a living. They don't get paid to do nothing. They got to work. And so this is my rant, you know, everything from the cleanliness of this train station to the probity of the people. You don't see people walking around acting like idiots like they do in the States. You don't have people stabbing people. You don't have people shooting people. You don't have people shoving people on train tracks. You don't have none of that. It's all very, very, very respectful. You know, I mean, look at these people. They all got their mask on. I love it. So anyway, that's my rant. What's it been? 8 minutes. This is fantastic. This is my first rant. I don't think I've done a rant before. This is great. This is my inaugural rant. My train leaves in 11:55. And when I say it leaves at 11:55, that sucker leaves at 11:55 on the dime. And it arrives about 5 minutes prior. They clean up. There's like 10 people that get on that train. It's unbelievable. They do such a great job. In fact, here, let me, I got to go down the steps here. But this is, look how clean this is. You see this? New York City, Boston, Chicago. I mean, look at this. There's the Taiwan Navy, or the Army, all 4 of them. So yeah, I mean, you can see this. It's unbelievable. See how clean this is. These guys must be basketball players. They're the tallest Taiwanese group I've ever seen. They got to be basketball players. Anyway, look how clean this is. Look at this. Perfectly clean. No problem at all. Look at this. I love the floor. Yeah, these guys are Taiwan basketball players. Got to be. Look how tall they are. Springy. Young, springy. Good for them, man. You know? Anyway, all right, so let's go downstairs and see what this is all about. Go downstairs and get a little sneaky peek. Where am I staying? Where am I at? I'm usually going I'm going Zoying. Where am I going here? Zoying to Taichung 9A. So here we go. We go downstairs and take a little sneaky peek here. We got to go down the steps. For us old guys, we got to take it easy, take it slow, so I don't go taking a tumble, make a scene. Something new. But yeah, I mean, these trains are... Okay, so there's my train right over there. And you go to number 6, and they let you on. And it's fantastic. And it's clean, no graffiti. You know, the seats are nice. You got no garbage. It's fantastic. There's my train right there. And I go to number 6, and we get on. There it is, right there, northbound, 11:55, Nangang. I'm getting off there it is, right there. There's my train right there, 124. Here I am, right there. Where's my seat? 9A. So here we go, 9A. Come down here, 11:55. And I'm going to get on, and I'm going to turn this off so I don't disturb anybody. But here's my car right here, number 6. Number 6. Go to 9A. There it is. But look at this. You see nobody messing around. You got the police guy right there, you know, just making sure that everybody's okay. You got the attendants. It leaves in 4 minutes. And I mean, look at how clean that is. It's unbelievable. So anyway, this is my rant. I just love the fact that this place is clean and orderly, precise, concise, considerate, mindful, respectful. It's Taiwan. I'm at Zoying Station. It's toward the middle. It's a week before Thanksgiving. It's the Friday before Thanksgiving. And I'm thrilled to death to be here. And you know what? We too could live like this in the United States if we had a little respect for everybody and understand that, you know what? We're all people. And I'm sorry, you can classify yourself as whatever you want, but in 100 years, when that archaeologist digs you up, you're either going to be a man or a female. You are who you are. And it is what it is. And that's just the way it is. And if you don't like it, that's just too bad. See you later. Bye-bye.